What's up, everybody? How are we doing today? It's a fine Sunday, as always, and I'm happy to be back with everybody. I actually put a little bit of thought into the stream this time. As far as for having a plan, what we're gonna do. First of all, we need money. How much money? Oh, I have almost $2,000. Maybe we don't need money. But it still might be fun to do some treasure hunting just for the hell of it. And also, you know, I think we'll probably also, while we're at it, hunt some animals for some of those trapper outfits, because your boy needs some new clothes. And as hard as it was for us to find that bull hide last stream, I think it'd be really cool if we did some hunting. But also at the same time, it would be neat to like do some story missions, because I'm getting really tired of the game not manually tagging Deadeye, like the game not letting me manually tag in Deadeye and just doing it for me and blasting everything with like 4 shots. It's a waste of bullets. And so, yeah, I think the first thing we'll do is go do the oil mission so that we can get that taken care of. But yeah, that's the plan for today. It's gonna be a fairly simple day. Oh, we got a new horse too. So if you didn't catch the last stream, we got this bad boy. He's beautiful. And I wish he was a mare, but we can't have everything in life. So, I guess without further ado, we'll go ahead and... We might stop at camp and drop our spare horse off, but then I think, oh, that's the badass mission. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Alright. Horsey. Come along. Oh, it's that Morgan. That's a cool horse. If you're just joining the stream, welcome in. Feel free to say hi. If you missed earlier, I think we're going to drop this horse off at camp and then go ahead and do the pouring forth oil mission. So that I can manually tag my Deadeyes and we can get that really badass shot of Arthur standing in front of the train, so stay tuned. Feel free to say something in chat. Make our time a little bit more enjoyable. I'd like to get to know you guys, and I'm sure you guys, have questions, suggestions, comments, concerns for me, so. Man, it's such a pretty horse. If you missed last stream, we got this horse. He's pretty. I forget what I named him. If I named him at all. But yeah, it should be fun. And of course it's nighttime and I can't see very well at night because of these stupid lights in my face. This is always a problem for me. Always, always. I should probably bring Pearson a little something. Oh, there's a buddy. Or Pearson. Isn't there like a challenge that I have to get? Okay, perfect pelts. I don't think this is a perfect rabbit. Also, apparently... Well, I'll go ahead and skin him, because I have the bug trinket. Also, apparently I've never picked Hero before. I guess I just haven't really made herbs a big deal. It was just good. I was hoping it'd be perfect. Oh well. If you play this game, do you have any tips on how to get perfect rabbit pelts? Because it seems like I can never find them. Pick some herbs. I've never picked Hero. That's so weird. Oh look, there's the herbalist. Can I get it all? I got it all. What's this over here? What herb is this? Oh, more Hero. I could always use more. Because you can craft some cool stuff with it. I'm actually looking IRL at getting some feverfew to plant in my garden. Because I just really like the way that it looks. And I had no clue what it was until I started playing this game. But actually, feverfew is a really pretty plant if you've ever seen it. It looks like a little daisy. And I just think it would be really cool to have in my garden. Not necessarily for the, medicinal things.
Easy, easy.
But because it's just a pretty plant to look at, you know? Not gonna bother skinning that guy. I got plenty of badger pelts. Jose is probably gonna be pissed at me for shooting stuff so near camp, but what can you do?
Let's get.
When the camp needs food, Arthur Morgan is there with a badger and a skinned rabbit.
Hey, who's there?
It's me.
Good to see you back.
Hey. Don't I normally have subtitles on this game? I think I normally have subtitles. Is it display? Oh, I do have subtitles on. Odd.
Excuse me, you listen to me.
Uh-oh,
I ain't
Abigail's
got
pissed at
above
somebody.
My station. I just ain't doing that no more. We all of us have to sing for our supper list. Sure, singing's fine,
All right.
but I'm done with that. And if you want me to leave, that's fine too. Now, I suppose I can discuss the matter with Dud. Do whatever you goddamn please. Her station. She thinks we don't know her station. That horrendous old hag. How dare she? Hello.
Abigail.
Girl. I don't like Susan.
Okay, boy.
Before I get yelled at for being in camp with this horse. I think I'll sleep the night here. And go in the daytime. Because I can't see a damn thing. I wish that if that hair that's on that Morgan came with that Arabian, that would be like,
Micah washed
surely
the
the...
blood off Morgan.
Fuck off, Bill.
General Williamson, commander of the 9th Battalion of Petticoats.
Ooh, the scary feller all covered in blood.
The army sure taught you how to be a lazy son of a bitch.
What's your problem with me?
Why don't you march off and do some goddamn work?
This ain't funny now. Damn moron.
Hi, Arthur.
Well, he deserved it. He deserved it. Every second of it. Oh, Dutch is off doing a speech.
Hold still! Pearson said he short a little meat for the pie.
Stop it! This ain't funny!
Oh, I disagree. Now, why are you so afraid of a pair of gelding tongs? I thought you were the horse expert.
Oh, God.
All right, go on. It ain't like you got balls anyways.
Bill is entirely too obsessed with balls.
Half acre. Oh, hearing him. Oh, my balls. Like, that'd be enough.
Alright, Bill. Have it your way. I was gonna put food or money in the pot, but I'm not so sure. I'm gonna glug some stew. We'll see how it goes. Welcome to the stream if you're just joining. We're glugging some stew, and then we're gonna go pour forth some oil. It'll be a fun time. We're gonna do that really badass shot. Of Arthur on the train, and it's gonna be lit.
Well, hello, Miss Jackson.
I like that song. How am I doing on beard? I could probably use a shade. I always like to keep him at a 2. Just a little bit of a shadow. Looking good. Oh, probably we should also pomade hair. Looks so clean with hair pomade. What a day. What a day, what a day. Not ready for this. He's gotta be badass. I like those white gloves. It looks so clean. Do y'all have a favorite outfit if you play this game? Oh, I forgot to give Pearson the food. After I blasted that badger. It's pretty sweet.
Morning, Arthur.
You were mean to Abigail, so you're dead to me now, Miss Grimshaw.
Don't forget to go hunting, Mr. Morgan. I will. This'll help the stew.
How you doing?
Good job, Mr. Morgan.
Be expected.
Alright. Let's head on out.
Miss O'Shea.
Pour forth some oil so I can manually tag my dead eyes.
Hello, George.
And then my life won't suck. Also, we might stop by the post office at Emerald Ranch because I think I got something to pick up.
Yeah, that's it, boy.
Pretty boy. I love this horse. I don't think he's gonna be my main horse though. But I might just keep him in the stable for shits and giggles. And for when I need a fancy town horse later in the game. I think we'll stop in Valentine first. I said Emerald Ranch, I think, but I think I'd rather stop in Valentine to check my mail. I'm forever getting distracted, y'all, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for it. It'll be a good day. Who wants to take bets on how I'm gonna fuck up this game? Usually I take somersaults off the front of my horse or get shot doing stupid shit. My money's on today I get shot doing something stupid. What? I don't know. But someday it'll happen. Man, that's such a clean looking horse. Check my mail and then we'll be off.
Fine horse you got there.
Thanks, bud.
Hard, boy. Hey there, partner.
No?
Yeah, I tell you, life ain't easy.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, sorry, you don't need to hear this.
Up and over. Here we go. Look at the race coming through the window.
How do you do?
Receive mail. Ooh, bourbon. $10. That ought to pay for a train ticket to Emerald Ranch.
Traveling mercies to you.
That way I don't have to run the whole way. And it's easier on you guys because you don't have to watch me galloping all over creation. It keeps me from getting distracted. Which is good because I can and I will get distracted far too easily in this game. There's my horse standing there on the platform. Get up, buddy. Get up. Also, it shows that I'm underweight. I need to eat more. Usually I'm too fat.
Come on, boy. Morning.
Oh, my horse needs a brush.
Grow up now.
Man, just look at how he looks in the sun. I love that color. Also, definitely not a chestnut. That's a blood bay. I don't care what the game says. I'll die on this hill. I wonder what bird that is. It kind of looks like an owl. Let's shoot it. Could be an eagle or a hawk. But it kind of flies like an owl, and I can't hear it making noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an owl. bald eagle.
Mi familia les encontrará.
Will you quit with that damn Mexican garbage?
I don't want to deal with that right now. I could use the eagle feathers though. For crafting and such. I'll take my bolt action. A Lancaster. And of course my murdering knife. The antler knife is always my murdering knife. Alright. Let's go see our buddy Sean over here. This upcoming cutscene is a really cool one. Arthur's such a badass in it. I need to customize that Lancaster.
Shit. Well, at least it ain't your job.
Shut up, Arthur.
Yeah, your job's starting the fights. It ain't winning them.
I can scrap, Arthur. I'm just not good at homework.
I can see.
Besides, what do you care, Englishman? You've got no time for me. I tried to find you work, but then you're off cutting jobs with other folks, and your boy Sean doesn't get a look in.
Guess I don't want to get shot, that's all.
You're a real fucking
Valid
funny
concern.
shit, Arthur Morgan, huh? Real fucking funny.
Calm down.
You better sleep with your eyes open.
Yeah, well, you're gonna sleep with your chest open if you ain't careful, boy.
I love you, Arthur Morgan. I love you. Come on, take a shot. Come on, take your best shot, please, huh?
Grow up.
Let me come on the
Badass.
raid with yous.
Right?
Don't be playing coy with me, son. It's unbecoming. That bloody train you and him has set up. What you're doing out here, you're going to need guns, you're going to need men.
Oh, that. So Marston told you? It ain't a big show. I need calmness. If I take you, I might as well bring Micah along.
Now compare me to that oily turd again. You're a dead man.
Fair enough.
Anyway, Arthur, what's your problem with me? In fact, don't tell me. I already know. You're threatened by me.
Threatened by you.
Doubt.
And my youthful vigor. It intimidates you.
Does it?
It's a story as old as the hills. The changing of the guard, the fading of the light. You're toast, old man.
Okay. And what are you?
I'm the future, in all its glory.
I love
Well,
Sean.
good luck. Good luck and shut up. I want to get some rest before nightfall. Wake up, you lazy son.
What are you doing here, kid?
I'm coming, John. On the job.
I said you weren't coming.
Yeah, well, Arthur says I am. And it's his party, boy, so come on, let's go. Me and the big cheeses. Love it. Can't wait to slit some bastard's throat.
You sure about this?
No. Are we ready?
Yeah. Train's due through tonight.
All right, then. It's on. Charles,
I'm ready.
Charles does not look happy about this.
let's go earn some money. Get up.
Hey, all the horses untethered?
Think so?
Good. They should follow on behind us.
You find a good spot, Wolfman?
Yeah. Follow the trail southwest. There's a spot that's remote, but should still give them enough time to spot the oil wagon.
They see this blocking the tracks, they'll stop soon enough.
Apparently, picks up a new team of guards at the state line, so shouldn't be too much in the way of guns to deal with.
Famous last words.
See, this is what I mean. I disappear for a couple of weeks and you cut me out of all the action.
Just the action that requires a brain.
You're a funny fella, John Marston. And my folks say, you had your feet up the whole time, playing sick, and fondling that new scar like you're gonna buy a breakfast in the morning.
They're left here, towards Rhodes. You don't know what you're talking about.
Stay close on this. Wouldn't want you getting scratched by a squirrel or something. That could put you out of commission for the rest of the year.
Why do
He's
you have
so
to speak
savage.
so much?
It's incessant. Plus, I've still got some blood in me veins. You old bastards have forgotten how to live.
I blame you two for rescuing him.
Far too much trouble for what we got out of it.
Yeah, takes a whole army of bounty hunters to bring in Sean McGuire. And look at me now, in the Gunner Sea. Back in business, boys.
These wagons are so much easier to drive than the ones in Red Dead 1.
Ah,
Not
please.
this again.
Fine. Damn you, tree. Sulky, angry,
Been playing that game lately.
Scarface. A right barrel of laughs.
Wagons in that game suck. They suck so hard.
You got the tracks with the wagons then jumping. That's the plan.
Pretty much. Charles, you deal with the engineer. John,
Here's good. Stop the wagon over the tracks. Remember, these are innocent folks. We handle this right, nobody needs to die here.
Yeah.
Mr. Marston, Mr. Smith, Mr. McGuire. Ha! Get over there.
Why did it give me that repeater?
When
I
she
hate this game.
slows, order.
And you?
I'm gonna make sure she slows.
Stuart,
Ooh, I like how the controller vibrates.
Get moving.
Whenever the train's coming, you can like feel your controller vibrating. I love it.
Here she comes.
What a dapper badass with his pomaded hair. Oh, I get a nerdgasm every time I see this scene. It's just so badass! I love it.
What's going on here? What's going on?
Nothing good.
I'm going aboard. Make that quick and join us on there.
All right.
Did you kill that guy?
Hey! Bastard. All yours, Captain. We'll go on ahead.
You can't switch guns either. I hate this game sometimes.
Everybody stay calm before you get shot. Go. Everything you got. Money, valuables.
Empty your pockets,
There you
mister,
go.
and you can be on
Let's
your
make this
way.
quick, people. Come on. We ain't leaving till this bag's full.
Pay me what you got, mister. You won't get hurt.
I ain't got nothing.
Want to have a little chat with Romeo and Juliet here?
What's funny? Hey, now.
Do this.
Okay, okay. Come on.
Damn it.
In the bag, everything you got. Keep it coming. Don't be shy.
People like you make me sick.
These two seem to think
I'm
we're
gonna
playing
need all
games.
your money, my friend. You got a big problem. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2. God damn it. Sick as better than dead, lady. And I'm losing my goddamn patience. Get robbed, mister. Give me everything you got.
It's so badass robbing them too.
You sure about
No,
that?
you go ahead and
You
look
show
for the
this son of
baggage
a
car.
bitch we ain't playing around here.
Why are you wasting our time? Quick, come on! Come on, partner. Come on, quick!
Everything you got. Money, valuables. We ain't leaving
Money?
till this bag's full.
Nothing
You won't
else.
get it.
Badass.
Don't make me hurt you.
Let me hand you over to my friend then.
Don't help me. Don't make me hurt you. Put it now! Son of a bitch.
Come on, cup it up, people. Don't be shy. Everything you got.
I don't want to get hurt. I'll do anything.
Don't help me. All your money, my friend. You got a big problem. Getting robbed.
What are you
mister.
doing, Mr.
Give me
A?
everything you got.
Get up here.
Shut up, John. I'm trying to rob.
I can handle this from here. You should check on Sean.
Okay.
Okay. None of you.
What is it? You all right?
Fill the baggage car.
For Christ's sake, you ain't even taken a look yet?
Oh yes, finally, manual painting. badass. I love it.
This time I'll look and you provide the cover.
I'll try my best, brother, but I'm seeing double here.
It gives you twice the chance of hitting someone.
Very funny.
Money.
These folks are rich, all right.
I'm gonna have a right out lump on me head.
At least you ain't got a hole in it.
Are those tennis rackets in there? Posh bastards.
Just keep your eyes peeled.
I'm doing me best, all right.
I know, that's what's worrying me.
Oof.
Come on, we should get out of here.
Working on it, Sean.
Decent stuff.
All right, we should probably be going now.
We'll take that.
Arthur, we've got a problem. There's two arseholes on horses.
How many you say?
I just see a pair of them.
All right, in that case, we're fighting. Marston, Smith, get ready.
You men come out the train now, do you hear? We said you men come out now.
There's only two of you, you fools. We got a whole lot less to lose. Why don't the two of you ride away? That way neither of you get killed. Goddamn liberties.
Eh? There's a few more than turning up.
Man, my big mouth.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Okay.
Goddamn liberties.
Let's deal with them.
If I forgot merch, maybe I'd do that.
Last chance. Drop your weapons and get off the train.
We got more on the left.
Stand up!
Coming from the trees there.
Look out behind us! Coming in on horses!
Let's make some space so we can get out of here.
Come on, boys, let's get the hell out of here!
Well, that was quick.
Here.
Mount up, Morgan, we gotta go!
Right, let's lose them. Yeah! Hey, easy, easy.
We'll cut down into the woods. I think that's just the ticket.
Yep.
Maybe if we go down to the lake down here. We'll just ride along the lake shore. That way we kind of have the bank as cover.
Whoa!
Whoa! Ho, ho! That was fun, boys. Real fun. We can see what they call you the professionals in the outfit.
Shut up.
At least we made some money. Hey, what did I get? Gotta be $100 here. Very nice.
You weren't even invited.
What now?
We still need a real big take, enough for us to get out of here.
Was that a setup? Law turned up real fast.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm starting to get nervous.
Think they followed us from Blackwater?
Maybe. They found me already near Horseshoe, but I think this lot was just locals.
I hope so. I'm gonna head into Valentine. See if I can get something started there.
Good idea. Either way, we should all go it alone right now. You know the deal. Don't be followed.
Of course not, boss.
That was kind of neat. Ending near the lake. Do we have a bounty on the side of the map that we can go get? I feel like we do. I'm trying to save some of these gunslinger missions. Yes. Okay, let's pay our bounty on the way to go get this boy. We'll pay it in Rhodes. Oh, did I gold it? Shit! Gold medal! Yes. Kill all those train guards before Sean fires a shot. Clear the baggage car. Escape the law. Get 10 kills. Complete the mission without taking any help items. Nice! I've never golded this one before. I think maybe next playthrough will be our gold medal rush, because I've never gotten that trophy before. And maybe we can do zoology at the same time, the zoology trophy. Because I think this one is just mainly devoted to low honor. I also want my black horse. I think it's built like a tank. After I fully bond with this one, I think I'll switch to the Blackshire. This homie's built like a tank. We also got some hides we need to get for Pearson, so I think before we do that for anything for the trapper, we'll get what we need for Pearson. So we can have everything in the camp all hided up. Well, we can upgrade my Lancaster while we're here too.
Good morning to you.
Oh, hello. Been a while since you were around this way. Got some bills to pay, huh?
Shut up, Holden.
Price of tobacco just seems to keep dropping.
Bye.
Yep, that's the word in town.
Alright, let's go to the gunsmith. Almost time for it to open. It opens at 6.
Been too many federals coming through. Might have got some horse sense.
Ooh, let's wreck some Lemoyne Raiders first.
We're gonna push back a proper convoy.
Stop right where you are.
Hey, ain't you supposed to be off playing tin soldiers?
You'll be sorry!
Execute. Nice. Alright, I'm not wanted anymore. Sweet. Alright, we'll search these guys. Then we'll pay the fence a visit. And then we'll go to the parlor house for a meal, and then we'll go get that bounty. Sounds like a plan to me, I think. The bow knife makes such a good murdering knife. Or the antler knife, I guess it is. Oh, also, see that chopping block over there? You can just, like, chop endless wood on that thing. Like, chop wood for days. Maybe we get breakfast first. I think we get breakfast first. That's the strat.
Oh, hell. How much did I drink?
And then we'll go defense, because I got plenty of money. And plus, this place serves grits. They don't call them grits, but it's 100% grits. Kind of makes me sad that it's like lobster bisque or whatever that you can get at the saloon in Saint Denis. I really think it should be shrimp and grits. I want food, buddy.
Cod.
I guess I have to wait.
16. I stand.
I should have hid those guys. I might just sit here and bide my time for a while. Nobody knows it was me. See? Unknown suspect. Of course, I guess I am covered in blood. Why can't I sit in these chairs?
Place your bets now?
I also could use a bath.
Bets are closed. Let's begin.
Homie is not feeling good.
There ain't nothing here.
Can I sit out here? Watch, I'm gonna get found by the damn law doing this. I just want to sit, Rockstar. Why can't I sit? Please let me sit. They won't let me sit. I think sometimes they pick up bodies too. Like they pick the bodies up.
Okay, we got this. Grab iron, y'all. You hear? Was that something?
They still don't know it's
Why
me.
don't you check things out over there? What's this then? Well, I don't see nothing.
Just ignore them. Sometimes you can spoof your way out of things. Also, that music is kind of cool.
It's a buck flush in here.
You mind telling me what you were doing here?
I'm just visiting from out of town.
Fair's fair. On you go.
Thanks.
Now you there. Better hang around here until we get back for the rest of it. That's it. It's time you learned your lesson.
Okay, take it easy.
But he
Now you're gonna come
cries.
real quiet like, ain't you?
$5. All I did was murder Lemoyne Raiders. And they were gonna let me go! Oh, I'm so mad. Oh well. Can't have everything in life. All I wanted was some grits. All I still wanted some grits.
Let's go, boy.
I guess we'll go see the gunsmith. And then we'll get our precious grits.
You just give me the word, I'll see you get some more time in jail. I hear
Oh, shut
Rhodes got quite the sales. That gun seems to be well taken care of. Got some nice parts for that gun, you know.
like the wide grain.
That's a wise investment.
No rat though. And I always like to style it
That
like
could really shine with some carbon in it.
like John does. Because I really like the way his Lancaster looks. Actually, I think I want the trigger to be blue steel. It's pretty dope. Well, and the hammer too. No, I like it the way it is. And then...
I check the munitions before selling them. Won't get
That
no
one.
jams or misfires.
That's a clean looking weapon. I like that. Okay.
Make sure you got enough rounds for it.
I got plenty. How we doing on varmint rifle ammo?
Well, if that gun ain't shining, glad you take care of what's yours.
Get more ammo for that.
Looks like you're taking care of that weapon. Good to see. Always good to have a full stock on ammunition.
That's going to be great.
Alright. Did I ever upgrade this one?
Well, if that gun ain't shining, glad you take care of what's yours. If you're serious about your shooting, you'll want to add sights
Why are
to
they
your
putting
gun.
rifling in a shotgun? That's my question. Also, I like a raffle.
You'll notice the difference. Interested in engraving some? Make that weapon your own.
That's a clean looking weapon. I like that. Okay. Leather. Oh no, let's do varnish first.
Sold a shotgun to a hunter last week. Made near $20 in sales to the butcher this week alone. Where's my cut, huh?
What wood? Ooh, mahogany. I like mahogany. Okay, whoever you are, I'm not buying followers from you, so kindly leave my stream. Okay.
You spend much time in the parlor house? Every time I'm there, I thank God I'm armed.
There we go.
Make sure you got enough rounds for it.
Oh, trust me, buddy, I do. Alright. I never customized this one either.
That gun seems to be well taken care of. Weapon's only as good as its stock. Got some fine ones cut just for it.
Why are we putting rifling on a shotgun?
That'll help, I'm sure.
Once again, I like the wide grain. Let's change
That
the
could really
varnish.
shine with some carbon in it.
I like it with a darker varnish. Like that. That's kind of how my shotgun in real life looks, although I don't have a pump action, mine's semi-automatic. It holds 3 rounds. It's good for duck hunting. It's a clean looking weapon. Alright, cool. Alright. Now that we're good on that, let's go get some grits.
Really?
Because homie still ain't feeling too good, and I feel like some grits are just the perfect thing to get our Deadeye back on track.
Morning, partner. How's your
Raiders fought tooth and nail for this territory, and here's you just strolling through.
You the local hard man, huh?
I killed a lot of folk to keep this town free. Happy to add you to the list.
I've seen tougher schoolboys.
All right, you are done. Take a big last breath, boy. I'm gonna string you up and watch you dance.
Next time, run away.
Why does this always happen to me? Where can I hide? Or would they never find me?
We'll settle this, don't worry. Stand around won't solve anything. Let's get to work.
Hiding in the bushes.
Let's do this. We know who we're after. Oh no! This is crazy! We're coming up empty-handed!
I'll just keep going around corners. Because that one guy just seems content to stand there. Oh no, he's coming. Does the fact the guy attacked me first mean nothing to them? Guess not.
Over here.
No.
No! Please don't go!
If I hide on this roof, they'll never find me. Never find me. Me and my lack of dead eye. Look at homie. It's so sad. I need a bath. I really, really need a bath. What if I go over here? Just hurry up and complete your investigation, buddy. That's all I ask.
Right, guess we gotta clean up the mess here.
Oh yeah, and then they pick up the bodies and take them away. I don't know why. Wait for those guys to despawn.
I don't want no part of whatever sick perversion you're engaging in down there.
No, wait, please. You gotta help me. It's that crazy gunsmith. He made me dress up like this. He's got me chained to the goddamn bed.
Ooh.
You gotta do something, please. He's never gonna let me go.
Well, I do need to farm a little dishonor. I'm getting a little bit, a little high.
Hey
on the
there,
honor scale.
come take a look.
I want to see what's in that basement of yours. Show me. Right now.
Nothing to no worse down there, I swear.
Why don't I be the judge of that? Open it now!
All right, all right. Ain't got nothing to hide. I caught my boy sleeping down there. It's such a shame to wake him. You know, you can always come back after he wakes up.
You just stay away from me.
Know what I tell you about talking to your paw that way?
Oh, thank God.
He can't see. I only do it for his own good.
Why are you wearing that sailor suit?
That crazy maniac put me in it. He thinks I'm his kid's son. Kidnapped me, he did. Do I look like a kid?
Always in such a rush to grow up these days, aren't they?
Just what the hell is going on here?
He was being a bad little boy, stealing candy from the store again. It's for his own good. Don't shoot me, please. Just leave us be.
Oh, God, no. Oh, finally. Thank you.
I don't need the weapons case. Because that just has another Lancaster, and I already have that.
Please forgive me. I know I was wrong.
This is so
I
sad,
just
listen.
couldn't face that he was gone. I was teaching Sammy how to hold the rifle proper out by the river.
He's got a picture of his kid in his
The
hands.
recoil shot him backwards.
He slipped into the river. The water pulled him downstream so quick. It all happened so fast, I didn't know what to do.
I searched up and down that riverbank for days.
But I couldn't find my boy. I just miss him so much.
And you
remind me of him. You look just like him.
That's sad.
I'm so sorry.
That's so sad.
Please forgive me.
It's too late for apologies. You just count yourself lucky that I don't kill you for what you did.
Sucks for that guy.
Don't know what else you want from me. Take what you want. I don't care anymore.
In that case, I'll help myself to your cash register, buddy. See what I mean? I get distracted so easily. Can I get through this door? No. I gotta go this way. All I wanted was some breakfast.
Idiot. What a horse. Thank you. Hey, friend. Anyway, how's your day been so far? Okay. All right, well, I guess I'll leave you to it.
You take care now.
Alright. I just want some breakfast, that's all I want. Of course, now it's almost lunchtime, so I guess we can get the catfish. Kind of a shame I really wanted grits.
Welcome back, mister. I wish my wife was.
To you, sir.
Hey, folks.
Now, how can I ease your troubles?
You arrange a bath. I need a wash.
Change my clothes, too.
You'll feel renewed in no time.
Look at the
Your friend
catfish.
Catfish.
Don't be. But I just heard the doctor
Good eating, ain't it?
surplus ointments for his own use. Certainly not surprised.
We'll change clothes. Then we'll go have a bath.
Thank you for your help.
Oh, that's how you sleep. I don't want to sleep. Oh, weapons locker, because I need to put some guns away. We'll put that in the locker. That in the locker. I'll put the Cattleman revolvers up too. Or, actually I changed my mind. Nice. These are pretty clean looking guns. Alright, change clothing. Best. Yes. That's what I want. Okay. Save outfit. Alright. Delete outfit. Equip. Storm Force. Let's change the vest on this one too. Let's go with this one. Oh no, it looks funny with that. We'll just do that one. Nice. Alright, let's look at some hats. Do that one too. These are really the only three that we need. Cool. Now let's go upstairs, take a bath.
Hello again.
Hello.
And then we'll go do a bounty.
Hey, folks.
How do you do?
Hello there.
Why, hello there, sir.
The Rose Parlor house is so pretty. And the ceiling's kind of gross. The rest of it's pretty. Imagine it's all the smoke. Nobody at the blackjack table, I see. Bummer. I don't need a relaxed bath. I'll just bathe myself, thanks. I'm a big boy.
Can I offer any assistance?
Nah, I'm good. Thank you.
No harm done. You just relax.
It's quicker this way. Scrubby dubby dubby, scrubby dubby dubby. There we go. Now I've got a bath. Off we go. Off to get a bounty. Hopefully not on us. Hopefully to turn the one guy in. What am I wearing? This is not what I wanted to wear.
You must know how unwelcome you are here.
Thanks for your
lady.
assistance. No!
Where'd you get Stu?
Here, I thought I dressed bad.
Fuck off. Where are we even going? I don't remember. Oh. Alright, let's pay my bounty. I guess it doesn't count as an obstacle. Oh well. We'll have to get that challenge later.
Hello.
Well, hello, jailbird. Wouldn't want to have to escort you back to your cage. Run up a tab now, have we?
Thanks, mister. We've had quite enough of your kind.
Why does everyone hate me? All I did was kill Lemoyne Raiders. Probably because they're all racist fucks, just like the Lemoyne Raiders. Uh-oh. Looks like we gotta have a thunderstorm on our hands.
Hello.
Look at how his butt listens in the rain. The horse, I mean, not Arthur. It's fine.
Hey, welcome back.
So.
Got anything good for me by any chance?
Oh, do I ever.
All right, then. Better be good. You got a decent eye for these things by the looks of it.
That's all I got for you, bud. Okay. Let's save. And be on our way.
Okay, boy. Let's go.
This is nice. Real nice. Ain't this special? Just riding around. Not doing much of anything. Biding my time. Hi, Rabbit. Yeah, the storm's coming in. Uh-oh. I sense some shit's afoot.
The Lemoyne Raiders are pretty.
Oh, I do, buddy. So he's like the O'Driscoll. I think I can take him to the jail for money. But not the Rhodes jail. No, I think it has to be the Saint Denis jail. Might as well take all these guys' valuables first. I like how that guy just like abandoned his wagon and ran away. I need to drive this homie out of the way. You know, I bet Seamus would like this wagon. Maybe I'll bring this to Seamus.
Hey! Hey! You shoot that? All right! Glad to be
Oh,
out
there
of
goes my wagon.
Guess we about even. There we go.
Come here, buddy. We ain't even.
Oh my God! Out of your hands now, mister. I'll get out of this one way or another. Shit eating lunatic.
Isn't your day?
Oh, there's my wagon. It stopped up there. Sweet. Maybe I will take it to Seamus. I think it's oil. Or whiskey or something.
Comfortable enough for you?
Holy hell!
Holy hell! See what I mean? I get distracted so damn easily. Oops. Okay, how do we get to Seamus's house? Make sure we can take this to Seamus first of all. Pretty sure we can. Yeah, we can take it to Seamus. Not every wagon you can take the guy for some reason, and I never understood that. He's not even that far away. And then we could still bring this bounty to Saint Denis. See, look at him, just hanging on right back there.
And when I do,
I wonder what I get for these little barrels. I think some of them's oil, but some of them, that looks like liquor. Okay, he's back there. Okay. I'm always paranoid about my horse. I think I'm gonna have to make my horse stay at some point. When we get close to Emerald Ranch. Because I think that guy on his back is gonna scare Seamus away. Good looking cart horse.
Stay here, boy.
Hey, turkeys. Turkey jerkies. What's this guy got on his horse? Looks like, just like bags of stuff. It's kind of cool though.
Thought you might be interested in this.
Shit. Worth more chopped up and sold for fuel. Yeah.
Hey, you got a whole barrel of whiskey, buddy. Try to be happy about it.
See you again soon.
Oh, let me sell him some stuff real fast.
Been a while since you were through
Whatever
here.
I got from those raiders. Wasn't much.
Remember you. Passed through here sometime.
What did I buy?
Huh?
Can I buy anything? Besides beans, it doesn't look like it. Oh, horse meal.
Good choice.
And special horse medicine. Nice.
All right.
That was productive.
You're no one else.
Okay.
Alright. To Saint Denis we go. think this is the police station. Yeah, that's the police station.
Hey, boy.
I want to see a show. But we got things to do today. Man, that's a beautiful horse. I think he needs a brush though. What if I was to use this horse as a horse for my playthrough? He's so pretty. And just look at that color. I also like the Brindle Arabian. White Arabian, I think it's too many people like that one. I prefer horses that not a lot of people in the community ride. I don't think Arabians look terrible. Some people think they're too small, but like IRL Arabians are pretty small too. We used to go to horse shows when I was a little kid because we had horses, and they were like open shows, so any horse could enter them. But they were also like special Arabian shows, like with special classes and prizes and things just for Arabian horses. Those are really pretty. I used to always love going to see all the different ones. Arabians are very pretty horses. Very hot-blooded, but very pretty. Did I miss? Oh, dream catchers. We're over here by the Aberdeen farm, I think. I must have already inspected those. I really needed that pig. Pearson needs like 6 pig hides.
Just hold on there, boy.
And honestly, I feel nothing when I have to slaughter hogs in this game, because in real life, wild hogs are a nuisance. And I like to slaughter hogs in real life too, because they are just like terrible for the environment and stuff.
This is the last thing
Is that a bear? What kind of bear? I know it's a black bear, but how many stars? Could use a... and only 2. He's gonna get his ass spooked by an alligator here in a minute. It'd be fun to see if we can hunt Carolina parakeets this game too. I've only got them to spawn once.
Easy, boy, you're okay.
Oh, shit!
pretty birds. But I've never finished the little side quest, I guess it is. Or like side activity that you can do with them. We'll go for some warm dinner at the saloon after we hand this fella in. Get dry. I need a fancy outfit too.
We're going for a walk.
Why is it always storming insanity?
Praise the Lord. Ask and ye shall receive. Thank you for bringing them in.
I like the
You'll
sound
be
of
real
police chief.
sorry about this. These coats ain't nothing on me, I swear.
Just shut your mouth.
Rehabilitation might be beyond them, but we may hope.
Gracious of you.
I'll get out of this one way or another.
Alright, buddy, sure.
These coats ain't nothing on me, I swear.
Alright, let's go. Dinner and a nice sleep at the saloon.
Hey, mister.
Hello.
Stop right there and face the law.
Senor.
Screw me out of you!
Oh, Lillian's not here.
So, what'll it be?
Prime rib.
All set?
Prime rib is tasty.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Not bad, huh?
Are you looking to have some fun?
Where is she?
No.
Okay, she's
No
not with
worries,
him.
darling, but I can assure you I am worth every cent.
Can I get a whiskey?
Hello,
You thirsty? Ain't nothing else,
Got
am I
plans
right?
this evening? Hi, fellas. Do you want to have some fun?
I never know if they're talking to me or not.
Fine by me. I can find another man.
Hey, y'all.
Play this before, friend?
Oh, I forgot to run a room. Oops.
Hello, lover.
Monsieur? I heard they're working on a building in New York over 10 streets.
Talking about the Empire State Building.
Never such a thing.
Well, hello, handsome. Hey, good looking.
Hi, folks.
Je vous salue.
Bonjour, monsieur. Hello, mister.
You hear they caught one of the laborers stealing wine from the church?
Not the first time that happened.
Sleep till morning. I wish the menus would change depending on what time of day it is. Like, why can't you get breakfast food in the morning? You know what I mean? Why can't you have, like, bacon and eggs in the morning? Or, like, shrimp and grits, and then in the evening have, your prime rib and your lobster bisque. Right? Like, it makes no sense. Okay, where's horse? I have to get down from here in style. Alright. Now out to Fort Riggs. Or not Fort Riggs. Whatever that place is.
How are you today?
I need to get me some fancy pants. Maybe with my bounty money we'll buy some fancy pants. Might be good. The cat has decided now is a good time to rub on my legs.
Throw it up.
Cries.
Yep.
Might as well hunt some herons while I'm here.
Easy, easy. Yep.
I'm gonna need those plumes after all. Oh yes, we're getting the exotic stuff, the exotic cat in this playthrough. It's gonna be fun. Have I done everything? Follow me! Heron plumes. 3. Okay, we need like 12 more. I need to look at what exactly is the requirement. Every time I see that oak tree, I cry. That one right there in front of us. Big giant one. What waterfowl?
Hey.
I think it's a loon.
Yeah.
If I can't study it, I'm not interested. Cat's rubbing on my legs again.
Easy.
Are there any birds around here? Good birds, I mean. Not these little sparrows. These are sparrows. Oh, yeah, they are sparrows.
Yeah. Easy. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, there's a flock of sparrows.
Yep.
killed or collected any.
Oh, sir, just in time. I'm lost out here and I ain't got no food and no water.
Why not?
Oh, you're a good man. A good
He's gonna roll me and I'm gonna shoot him.
Just had to ask for help, huh?
Nice. Looty, looty, loot, loot. He wanted my awesome horse for himself. I mean, let's be honest, who wouldn't want that horse? But you have to be a special kind of stupid to steal a horse from Arthur Morgan. Really, you do. If you value your life.
What do you think you're doing?
Bruh, I'm just riding through the countryside. Ain't no need to pull your gun at me. This is peaceful. Just riding around.
Are you cracked?
Lindsay Wofford. Okay. So just to be clear, this is over here. Right here. And the way that I like to do this is I like to go in the front. Right there. So that little open spot. The best way to do it is to get everybody out of the way. And it's really honestly worth it to take him alive. I don't think you get more money. I can't save the game. I want to save first, so let's ride away from here. How about now? Can I cancel? Abandon. Because I want to save. That way I don't die and lose all my pelts. Now we gotta ride back up there. Oh well.
Okay, boy.
Worth it. I want that whore pelt. Of course, maybe since the game recognizes that as a mission, it would have been fine, but I don't know. Anyway, you have to go in the front where it's open. I need... take that. My rifle. And my murdering knife.
Scoop boy.
Oh. I need to take some tonics. Trust me. This is important. Okay, and then, like, as soon as you go in, take cover because they have a max gun, and they can and will annihilate you with it.
I got here a warrant for your arrest, or the other thing if it comes to it.
Okay, Wofford's the one with the hat.
Federal warrant? No, that don't mean much in a sovereign territory, mister.
So you have to prioritize the guys on the max gun.
Driven out enough. Let's make a stand, boys. Someone take the big gun.
Get your pushes! We're seeing some fighting today!
Away from dynamite. Okay, Wofford's in the front. Okay.
Reinforcements is here! Got me a captive. I do not.
And then
I guess all that remains is to take you in.
and search all these guys. And there's some goodies here too, so I like to get those usually before I leave too. Let me just search this guy because I don't want to have to come back up here. I like to take him alive just because I like to listen to all the things that he says.
Oh, lackey!
Horse, where you at? Get over here.
Off me!
Oh. Oof. Why won't my horse stay?
Bastard!
Trying to put you on my horse. There we go.
Sit tight. Get us to Saint Denis. I won't go there. I won't. You're really up to it, partner.
Let me search all your boys first. And explode all his dynamite. Less guns in the hands of those fools. You know. That guy got hit with a Maxim gun. I think that guy I shot with my rifle. Oh, and there's a trunk over here with goodies.
Back of that horse. That's Lindsay Wofford. Hey! Thanks for keeping him alive, mister. We're collecting that bounty instead of you.
that
assholes.
bastard! Get your own damn bounty!
Where'd they go?
Everyone wants a piece of you, Mr. Wofford. Ah, this gets you back.
Where the fuck did my horse go? This horse is all bugged.
Hold here, boy.
Watch it wander off again. I'm just trying to loot the fort. Is there anything down here? I don't think so. Let's check over here. Don't see anything. I don't remember. I think maybe there might have been a cigarette card or something I could get. Although no, it does not appear like there is. Oh, I didn't know there was a third level up here. Well. Oh well. Oh yeah, there is a cigarette card. Sweet. The Panther. And then you go down the basement and there's a special little knife. I like how this doesn't help with the darkness at all. You can always use express rifle cartridges. So I got that trunk, more stuff, and then that box. I think there's like a gold nugget or something in that box. I don't remember. Okay, I know the hat's in here. Oh, this is where that letter is. Let's read that letter, because it's really sad. Confederate soldiers under General Quincy Harris attacked Fort Brenner last night, climbed trees to fire down at the fort, then battered and broke through the north gate. All survivors being executed and bodies burned. I am next. First Lieutenant Ronald Alger? Yeah, sad. Okay. Got a hat. Civil War Hardy hat. And I think it's a Union hat because it's blue. Ooh, find Brandy. Gimme. So I think it's appropriate that when we bring in this racist Lemoyne Raider asshole that we wear a Union hat. Alright, let's bring our boy to Saint Denis. I'll let him rant.
Abomination! Oh, shame on you! Oh, you're outside the law, mister. This is
rest, you melodramatic clown.
He deserved it. Look at my sweet little hat.
From, huh? Oh, the U.S. government? But it ain't valid, because I'm no longer a citizen of this so-called United States. No, this ain't de jure. The federal government don't have no jurisdiction over me. I'm a citizen.
Sounds like one for the lawyers.
Wow.
This is what this country's become. It's a cesspit, a disaster, an abomination. Bounty hunters killing each other for the pleasure of taking a man's freedom. Awful, awful. It's greedy, grasping,
Enough with the words. I ain't in the mood.
Don't we have some plumes? Okay, need at least 2 of every kind.
Done yet? We are bloody, but unbound. We will never surrender.
Nice. Are those quails? They look like quails. Might as well study this guy. Okay, that's a heron. It's also a heron. Those are egrets. Nice. We tried. Trust me, we're gonna be glad that we did this later. It's just a shame old Lindsay Wofford has to see all of this. Because the game will start to limit spawns of these eventually. And then it'll be 10 times harder to get them. Very good. You don't mind, do you, Mr. Wofford?
You okay, boy?
There we go. That needs some. No, it's not. It doesn't need cleaning. Those might need, though. Very good. I've always liked draft horses. They're so big and powerful in this game. Uh-oh. Sorry, cat. I didn't realize my cat was down by my foot and I accidentally kicked her. I'm sorry, baby. She laid back down. That's fine. If you want to see the cat tats, check out my YouTube channel. She's interrupted streams before.
What is your problem? Monsieur?
Our journey is almost at an end.
Oh, I hope the night folk get you, you son of a bitch, and hang you from a tree.
You didn't get the message last time. Well, I'll be keeping an eye on you, that's for sure.
I've never seen such a fool. You look just...
Yeah, this is it.
Damn the police. Damn every one of them. Traitors.
Come on.
Oh, excuse you.
Lady, you're the one in the way.
What do you think you are doing?
Federalist pigs.
Good. I didn't want to take this any further.
Got a live one for you.
Well, looky here. We got a genuine Lamont Raider in the building. Make the poor fella comfortable in one of our cells.
Bet you ain't felt the bed in a while.
Damn traitor's bed. Get me off of here.
Calm down.
I think you can watch him hang later if you bring him in alive.
That's what there was, and not a penny more.
I'm worth every penny.
Bye, you scum. Awful scum.
All right.
Now get out of here.
Fun.
My tail fixer had to close shop since this summer. She's cannot spot quality.
Well, what can you do?
All right, let's go sell these boys. I think since neither of them are perfect, I'll sell them to the butcher instead of going all the way to the trapper. And we're still on level 3 bonding.
Come on now. This ain't right at all.
Come on, why are you doing this?
What's up with you?
And then I think we'll go see what Pearson needs.
Best meat in town sold right here.
Hello, you look hungry.
many meats do I have? 5 beef, 4 venison.
People really enjoy that.
Yeah, how's everything?
Things is going pretty good.
I'm gonna eat well today. Mister?
Hey there, mister.
I'll save all that bird meat for Pearson.
Thank you.
That's even.
I need some oleander. So I think we'll go get some oleander. I need to save. To make poison arrows with. Then we'll head back to Pearson. I need to bring him an alligator hide too. For my tent. I don't think I've done that yet. I wonder if I can drive that train. Probably.
Homes for the blind?
This is nice. Ooh, a legendary fish. Okay, where's my oleanders at? This is all milkweed. Is that oleander? What is that? That, I think, is milkweed.
Yeah, good boy.
No, I think that's mint. I know this is oleander, though. Yes.
Easy now.
Oh, I forgot Javier needed that too. We're gonna have to get a lot.
Boy.
I'm gonna ignore that for now. Oh, are either
There
of these
you go.
perfect alligators? That one's a 2. And this one is also a 2. Alright.
Keep moving on.
Is this milkweed? Yeah. Oh, but there's oleander next to it. Very good. This is a good spot on the map if you're looking for oleander. It's all over the place.
Boy. Easy.
And kill it. The trick is to get him to stop and coil up. All I did was kill a snake, bud. And I need snake skins for Pearson anyway. zoology playthrough. That might be fun.
Yep.
Okay, that's milkweed. Oh. I do need to skin this guy though. For the challenges. And because I think Pearson needs rabbit hides. Yep, just got one more and then I'll finish the challenge. See if we can't go home with a perfect alligator hide while we're at it. Look at the rays through the trees.
Yeah.
I love the lighting engine so much. How much oleander we got? Oh fuck, I didn't mean to eat it. Oops.
Help me! Please.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I
You
need
sound
medicine.
like death. Here.
Okay.
I don't think he gives you free stuff.
I just tried that plan over there, and it was like a gunshot. Oh, the one with the pink flowers, tiny little bastard. Steer clear. Thanks, mister. I owe you my life.
Some things you learn the hard way.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Like,
you could.
nice. I'm trying to pick it up. This is a low on our playthrough after all. We throw them in there for the gators. But there are no gators anywhere over here, so. Oh, I think this was the random event that I missed. I think they were robbing that train and I was supposed to stop them. Maybe that's why it did bad on her. The little baby gators aren't bad. Ah, but there's some oleander right here. 8. I need at least 10, I think. No, let's do 12. Nice, that. 10. need 2 more. That one's just 2. Where is it? Oh, I want my rifle. Instead of the bow. Well, we'll keep the bow. There we go. Looking for Oleander. Where could it be? We only need 2 Oleander. Oh, there's some. Ooh, and gator eggs. Even better. You get a pretty penny for those. I still need that perfect gator.
Okay, boy.
Oh. Okay there.
Oh, that's a perfect one. Well, it's the end of that gator. Okay. I should have got closer.
Yep.
If it wasn't for Pearson really needing one of these, I wouldn't be staying over here. That was a badger, I think. There's always gators down here, though. No, actually, I think that's a skunk. I forget which is which.
Whoa, easy.
Okay, so that's also a 3-star. Got him. That's one of those small alligators, I think. But I need to kill one of those 2 for the compendium. Got him.
Yep.
I think I missed him that first time.
Easy, boy. Gotta be done.
Hopefully another alligator doesn't eat him before I get over there. Ooh, his eyes were red. Did you see that? How have I never noticed that before? And the little baby gators, you just like take the skin off of them. Yeah. Very good. Alright, let's fast travel to Pearson. key. You know, if you wouldn't sit right by my feet, we wouldn't have this problem. What is his hand doing? Oh, holding a gun. Alright, we'll give these animals to Pearson. He only needs one, so I think we'll give the other skin to the trapper.
My table awaits your offerings, Mr. Morgan.
All right, Pearson. This is a decent pelt. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what you can turn that into.
Have all my meat.
Well, I'll take what I can get. All right, let me see.
That's okay. We know where they are.
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan. I've come up with some ideas for ways we could improve things around here if you want to take a look. A very nice addition, I think.
Nice. Yeah, we need like a bunch of oars for that one. 2 pronghorns. Moose antlers. We need those. So let's go after a wolf and 2 pronghorns. We can get that in Big Valley, I think.
A few changes never hurt.
A wolf and 2 pronghorns. Sounds good to me. We'll go at first light. But I need to take a break. It's past time for break. So, when Arthur wakes up in the morning, I think I'll have a nice break. Oh, I have to get Bobby Grizzly. Okay, we'll do that real quick and then I'll take a break.
Here, I picked up some oleander. Is this enough?
Yeah, should be plenty. I'll get working on some more knives later.
Nice. Okay, I need to go craft some stuff at the campfire. And then I swear I'll take a break. Because I've been streaming for a little while.
All good, Charles?
Hi, Arthur.
Good there?
Of course. Why?
You always are.
Sounds good.
Sit. Oh, I didn't know you could sit on those cute little benches. Leave. I'm trying to craft a spy fire. That's what I need. I guess I don't know how to do poison arrows yet. Well. It's just bizarre. Do I not have that I don't have arrows? I'm thinking maybe it's that I don't have enough arrows, regular arrows. Because I'm gonna need those for hunting wolves. Now it gives me that option. I don't understand. Oh, it was weapons. That's what it was. Damn it. Maybe we can get more of the wagon. It's about like watching paint dry. This is fun. So I think maybe I can get some more from my tent. Not maybe I have to restock. I can't remember whether I've gotten Charles Oleander yet or not. Really not gonna worry about that. Let's see if there's poison arrows for the tent or not. I don't know. There's fire arrows. Well, let's restock and we'll see.
Well, then try smiling. We are gonna be okay.
No, sir.
And enough with the sir. This ain't the army. We win our fights.
Okay, now let's see what came back after the restock. I swear I had some poison arrows. Maybe I'm thinking of my personal playthrough. Also, can we talk about how Arthur has a Maxim gun? Like, see it there? The barrel and the parts, but yet the game never uses it. I find that curious. We got plenty of fire bottles.
Hello, Arthur.
Always good to see you.
I don't know. Alright. Save. Alright. Now I'd say I'm gonna take me a quick break. And when I come back, we'll go to Big Valley and hunt some pronghorns and hunt some wolves, so see you in a little bit. Alright, we're back. It's a good break. And I'm now refreshed. So. Okay. We said we were going to Big Valley, didn't we? Oh, no, Leander. I should check how much ammo you have. Okay. To Big Valley we go. We'll get the 2 pronghorn hides that we need first. For Mr. Pearson. I guess while we're there we can get that pipe for Dutch. Did we... No, I haven't seen Dutch doing that yet.
Yep, yep.
Off we go. The railroad, I find, is the quickest way. But actually, maybe we can get... Maybe we can get that pronghorn that we need from here. Let me switch to high velocity. Aren't there usually pronghorns hanging out here? Yeah, there's some. What is that one? I have to study that one, of course. I didn't even see how many. Okay, 2. 2. 2. 2.
Yep.
So I think there's normally pronghorns that hang out on this area of map. Oh, pardon me. Oh. We're good. I don't know what that was. There should be. We just ride around. They like to spawn in this area.
Easy, easy.
Are those pronghorn? Yes. 1, 3. And 3. Sweet. Okay, well, in that case. And they're not near roads, which is nice. Let's put some cover stems on. They'll never see me coming.
Here.
That should cover our pronghorn hides. And the carcass that we need for Pearson, too.
You're all right, boy. Hold on.
And then all we have to get in Big Valley is wolves. Camp's gonna be eating good tonight. cool how some of the does have little horns. Just like in real life. Pronghorn does usually have horns too. It took a while.
Pretty good hunt there, boy.
Oh, I thought that one was a bear too.
Yep.
Well, let's go hand these in. And then go after some wolves. I like that plan.
That's a real beautiful.
Well, thanks, buddy.
Hello, Arthur.
Bill. Hi, Lenny.
Hi, Arthur. How you doing?
Good, brother. How are you feeling?
Much better. Thought those mountains were gonna kill me.
Good haul, boy.
Found a couple of things in town. Made us some money.
You always do.
I have to get in the middle of this conversation. With my dad's.
I messed up in Blackwater. I made a goddamn fool out of myself.
Ms. Jones. You done that before.
I know.
Tell him, Arthur. Tell him we're okay now.
Okay, Dutch. Jose's right. We're just getting back on our feet.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get us out of this.
We are out of this. We need to keep out of it.
So what do you think?
We need to make some money and find ourselves an escape route, same as usual. But we are making money. And we will find an escape. We are gonna be okay.
I agree. We'll get some big money and get lost.
Big money, he says.
Clean that blood off of you, you fool. Have some standards.
Do you not see the pronghorn
Good.
on my shoulder?
That does look like a lot of meat.
Fantastic.
Jack, you are a sight. Look at those clothes. Huh? I'm sorry.
It's okay, Mom.
Mr. Morgan!
I ain't much of a mother. I'm sorry. I'll get some money and get you some new ones. Arthur, just had a few dollars I could clothe my son. John's useless, and I don't know.
Mm. Poor Abigail.
Here, I got a little. Will 5 do?
Sweet.
You lovely man. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
You think you're funny.
Jack.
Hey there, Jack. Look, everything's gonna be all right.
I know.
You'll be good now.
Okay.
Alrighty then. No.
Actually, I'll come back to you
Oh,
later.
Mr. Morgan, I've jotted down a few things that I think could be nice additions around here. Well, a little something for me.
Okay, so wolf skull. Maybe get another snake while we're out too. 2 wolf pelts. Okay, so we need a carcass and 2 pelts.
It makes you feel a bit more like home.
Oh, my pomade is gone. I gotta always look dapper.
little face over here for a kiss.
I've never seen this before.
Oh, you're breaking my heart, sugar pie.
Stinks of coward right around here.
Did you leave all that blood on you to try to look tough?
There she is.
What?
You seem in a good mood.
I do.
Well, anyway, don't let me spoil it.
Okay, Arthur.
She's not happy. Ooh, she's not happy.
Wait.
Come on, Morgan.
Let's get.
Hi there.
We got places to be.
Good.
Oh, we should go see the timber people while we're over there. We can get wolves that way. That might be easier than going all the way to Big Valley, I think. Let me save. I haven't saved in a while. Oh, look at this smoking guy. Can do that real quick.
Do you smoke, sir?
Sure, but perhaps not as much as you.
Oh, no, don't worry about these. Actually, take some. Take a couple of packs. Take a few.
Oh, thank you. What are all the cigarettes for? Are you heading on a long journey or something?
No, nothing like that at all. I'm just interested in the cards.
Okay.
Cigarette cards. Oh, you got any?
Yeah?
Well, get them out. Let me take a look. Come on.
A little picture card?
Yeah, I'll pay you a good price.
Okay. Here.
Nothing I haven't got. The value is in completing the set. Sometimes I'll smoke up to 200 cigarettes in one day, just so I can keep opening the packs. I wish I could explain to you the pleasure and the pain I get out of collecting these babies.
Sure. It sounds,
Thrilling? Yeah, it is. Not to mention the vast amounts of life-reaffirming cigarettes I get to smoke.
Life reaffirming, eh?
And the amount of money?
Take it
A
long,
veritable
sir.
fortune, sir.
Fortune?
Oh, sure. A complete set of any series is worth a fortune. Yeah, look at this. Gunslingers. Over here, circus freaks. Yes. Meow meows of the desert. So rare.
I never knew.
Sure.
How much?
Well, it depends on the rarity, sir.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But, you know, if you ever get a complete set, I can take it off your hands.
You'd pay me.
A fair price. Now, you send them to me right here. Phineas T. Ramsbottom, at your service. Okay, I gotta run. This is my train. Look me up, okay? Think about this deal. Only a complete set. That's where the value lies.
Alright. See, we have a new viewer. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're going off to hunt some wolves for Pearson. And we're glad to have you. It's been kind of a quiet stream. I haven't really done much. I almost feel like I'm trying to save the story missions for when I have people chatting, because sometimes I do have chatters. And sometimes people are just content to just sit there and watch, which is fine too. I do these streams as much for me as I do for other people. Still, it's good to have chatters. I feel like the most interesting streams I have too are some of the ones where I have people to talk to. Oh crap. Please don't hit my horses. Please don't hit my horses. Oh! Oh, did y'all see that? That poor buck just got yeeted by the train. Oof. Never a dull moment. Still, I won't say no to a free hide. It's probably poor though. Yeah. I'll just pick him up and take the whole thing. Oof. That sucked. Wow.
Good haul, boy.
Now, if only I could just figure out the whole YouTube Shorts thing, because that'd probably make a good short for YouTube. I wish that main on those Morgans came with these.
Yep.
This Red Arabian. Then it would actually be a chestnut instead of a bay.
Ain't fine weather, ain't it?
I'm gonna get rid of the waypoint because I know where we're going. We're going to the Appleseed Timber Company. I'll pick some blackberries while I'm here. Yeah, I've never picked blackberries before. But considering that's an achievement that we'll need later. And we feel like Arthur is the type to really enjoy blackberries.
Yeah.
Hurry up, Force. We got places to be. I wonder why he's so pissed all of a sudden. Isn't there a road over here somewhere? There is this one thing that if you can trigger it, it's kind of cool with the timber people. So, on very rare occasions, the tree will fall and you can like give a guy money because he broke himself. But like I've only been able to trigger that once because apparently it's pretty hard to trigger. I don't know.
Well, that's it. You three, back to work. We lost too much time on this already. Mr. Appleseed is very unhappy.
I think it's very
Mr.
specific to
Appleseed ain't out here
circumstances.
getting mauled by wolves. We lost 2 men already. Bunch of good-for-nothing cowards.
Yeah. I need wolves.
Call yourselves lumbermen, afraid of us few damn critters. It's a forest. What the hell you expect? Oh, yes. Maybe you're the man I need. Can you believe these lazy lily livers?
I also need a bath, I
work
think.
on account of a few little wolves. They've been attacking workers on the south side of the camp. We need a real man to get rid of them.
I'm a real man.
You say he'll be very well rewarded.
Not because I like you, but because I need
If you're
wolves.
paying, I should be able to take care of that for you.
Boy. Way, boy. Idiot.
To Joe.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to walk. If the foreman don't do nothing about them wolves soon, I'm out of here. Me and all.
Yep, me too. We'll all go. See how they like it then.
Even the foreman won't be able to bootlick his way out of
I've never heard this before.
Hey there, partner.
Howdy, sir.
Actually, I guess I didn't take this Morgan with me. For the pelts. And any extra bodies.
Yeah.
They come in, it's like a bottleneck. Where you at, fellas?
Get back.
Damn it. Hero's back. Nice. I needed that. See, because if you spawn wolves, like if you spawn wolves as part of like an event like this or something, for some reason they'll always spawn as perfect wolves. That one up there won't be perfect because it had to bite because it bit me, and if you let them bite you, it's a bad time. But yeah. I need to loot those guys because you can get like unique letters from them too.
I know, boy. Nearly done.
No, I guess that one is perfect. Oh well. Oh. I guess it's this one that you get the letter from. Okay, let's check and make sure. Okay, cool. Let me save. Well, I guess I can't save yet. Because I'm technically doing a mission. Bummer. Ooh, look at that. Like the mountains just kind of like obscured by the mist. I like that.
Looks like you're just learning how to hunt.
Oh, a free bird.
Oh, there you are. I assumed from all the gunshots and howling, you got some good news for me?
Yep, it's
got
done.
wolves.
That's
I
a
needed
relief,
those.
I'll tell you. Excellent work. Money's right there on the table.
Look at how the light just like illuminates
Oh,
his
man.
face.
Me and wolves go way back.
So cool. Because I'm a low honor boy, that's why.
If you come back in a day or so, we should have some lumber for sale again.
I'm leaving. Don't work too
All
hard.
right, you lazy
There ain't much
bastards.
danger of that with this
You get
bunch,
back to
my
work
friend.
first thing in the morning.
Wait.
The wolves are gone, so no more excuses.
Okay, now we have to get this home to Pearson. Without dying. Oh, and I need to save. So I don't lose these. Cool.
Let's get.
Nice. And I guess we'll fast travel, that way it makes our lives easier. Makes things easier on y'all too, so you don't have to watch me riding my horses all of creation. Okay. I kind of want to move on to chapter 3. Then again, I kind of don't. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like there's so much more that I could do, you know, in the meantime. Because I think that Horseshoe Overlook is probably one of my favorite camps. It's not like my absolute favorite camp. I like the one in chapter 3 better. But it's not bad. And I like the scenery a lot better. I should probably put on something warmer. Nice.
Hey, Arthur.
Hosea. I wish you could put more than one big pelt or animal on your spare horse.
Not
My
too
lady.
bad.
Also, can we talk about how depressing Chapter 2 Sadie is?
Hi, Molly.
Really scary. Depressing.
Honestly,
That's the way it is.
he's
Ooh, Kieran. Don't mind if I
when he
do.
talks to you, when he talks to you nicely, it's like the sun is shining. And when he's mad at you,
Those knives are ready for you. I left them at your tent.
Oh, thanks, Javier.
that's how I'd put it. He changes.
Talking
He's
about
happy
Coma
and
just
you're happy. He's mad. And you're upset. And you don't know why. He's unfair and unkind. As long as it isn't directed at you, you don't care. He turns his men into monsters. So
He's a
that
cult leader just like Dutch.
he makes them love only him. He scares me.
I mean, doesn't Dutch kind of do the same thing though?
I mean, you boys scare me. But you're still like human beings. He's...
I guess I'll sit back down. He doesn't look like he's quite done yet.
It's hard to explain.
Well, he sounds like a right
I love
idiot, if you
Sean.
ask me. Real pleased with himself.
He scares me.
Yeah, but he don't scare me. Silly fool you are.
I know.
Well, that was fun. Alrighty then. I'm gonna turn in these wolves and get some stuff for the camp. And then we can take a look and see what we need next.
All right. Let me see. Well done, Mr. Morgan.
I don't know that we need another wolf. We'll see.
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
And gently to
This camp could do with a few improvements. Why don't you take a look at my ideas?
Damn, Uncle Strong. What else is new?
I think you're gonna be popular after that.
We could get a cowhide next.
That'll make everyone happy.
A cow and 2 goat hides.
And days, my auger machinery got to fire in some ways.
Not Uncle casually singing about anal. That's what that song's about. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Guess we'll see if anyone notices.
My father had
Oh, you get the pocket watch thing from this conversation.
He was raised a slave. He taught all the kids how to read. A good old-fashioned house nigga, they called him. But he was beaten just the same. Now, it wasn't the master of the house.
So you get the pocket watch
in a way.
Request.
But his brother, whom my father hated with an almighty passion. He'd beat the slaves almost nightly. Whip them.
Be fun.
One night, my father was getting a whooping for the crime of being born by this horrible bastard when his sister-in-law, the master's wife, walks in. Now, fearing for my father's life, she told her brother-in-law to stop. Well, not only did he not stop, he beat her too. Next day, his brother, the master, shot him dead. The whole plantation cheered. The master gave my father his dead brother's watch and told him as he did so, time will catch up with us all.
I love
A
the
year later,
stories.
he set them free and hanged himself the very next night. My father gave me that watch. Beautiful, big pocket watch it was. And now, I gone and lost it fleeing Blackwater. When I get some spare money, I'ma buy myself another one to honor both my father and them folks that saved his life.
Oh, Lenny's so pure. can have my pocket watch, Lenny.
You okay?
Hey, Arthur.
You've been doing good.
Thanks, Arthur.
Keep at it.
Sure.
Can I sing the song?
Our can is full, we'll pump it
No.
out, and then all hands to sea.
You can't sing all the songs. Give money. If you always do $20, it'll give you the most honor. And I mostly just want to keep them from coming up to me and being like, Arthur, we've noticed you've stopped contributing. What gives? Because I really don't give a shit. Okay, sleep until morning. Two goat hides. An ox hide. And a cow hide. That's what we'll get from Mill Branch. Oh, Javier. I got all those.
Good morning, Arthur.
You'll work it out, Dutch. You always do.
Doubt. Could use some food, though.
Good morning, Arthur.
Always good to see you.
Gonna chug my stew. Like an animal. Oh, we need to go to the Trapper, too. Fuck off, Micah. Fuck off, Micah.
Come on.
So we're going to the Trapper. There's a Trapper by Mill Branch. There's no reason we need to go all the way over there. That's pretty over there. I think someone said that it's kind of meant to be like the Dakotas. I don't know. Oh, I do need a fox for Pearson. Perfect fox hide. Maybe we can get one from that one hunter guy. Because I could use I could stand to lose some honor. I think it'll be okay. Hi, Badger. Y'all keep on the lookout. Stupid rabbit. Oh, I need to brush this horse. Can't be having that ugly red stain on his ass forever. Aw, fucking O'Driscolls.
Look who we found! Bury him, boy!
Dead. Dead. Made short work of those assholes.
Son of a bitch.
Well, that was fun. Shouldn't have gone after me. God damn, O'Driscoll are everywhere now. I have to put it in Arthur's words. Thanks, Morgan. I think out of all the Morgans, that one's my favorite. I'm so glad I picked him to be my spare. Like, just look at that color. It's just such a pretty color. I mean, obviously not as pretty as that horse, but... You know, there's a Western book called All the Pretty Horses. I read it, and it's okay. I'm not a Cormac McCarthy fan. But, that's what I have in this game. All the pretty horses.
Alright.
Oh, I gotta give that alligator hide to Trapper too. Why? Why am I like this? F's in the chat. Caught some air. I went flying. Did y'all see that? Damn. That was fun. My lord. Just bonk. End over end. Wow.
Seek salvation, and maybe ye shall find peace.
Let's see what he's got to say today.
Help a blind man.
Okay, here you are.
Your whole life, sir. You have followed the wrong star.
Sure. Okay, mister. All the best now. Yeah.
Wow. I need to make a YouTube compilation someday of all the times I've just gone cartwheeling off my horse like that. There have been quite a few now. There's usually at least one per stream. Ooh, ginseng. Don't mind if I do. There's a lot of goodies in that chest.
Let's go, boy.
That'd be really fun. And I could like set it to like the house building song. Just compilations of me falling off my horse and doing dumb shit. Have I inspected Register Rock? Yeah. That would be like easy likes.
Hello there.
And it would be a good foray into editing. I don't really edit my videos that much when I put them on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just kind of bad, I guess, but I could probably get more likes if I tried. But this is just something I do as a hobby, really. I wish there were baby animals in this game. And like you would lose honor for killing like a mommy deer with babies. And then lose honor for killing baby animals too. Okay, now I have to camp and wait for nightfall. Evening. That gives us more time, I think. Oh, here's some yarrow. Cool. Herbalist. 4 species of berry. I think there's a berry around here somewhere. I think there's raspberries. Or is it just eating them? Let's see. Okay. No, so it only matters which ones you eat. And the current stem count. But I do have blackberries. I think blackberries are the only ones that I have. Yeah. Let's go looking for some raspberries then. And I know, because then we have to get wintergreen and huckleberry, and I know where those are. Uh-oh. It's a Mexican standoff. Will they, won't they? What will they do? Just go around. Idiots. Alright, raspberries. Where you at, boys? Oh, there they are. I didn't have to go far at all. I'll pick these and then eat the other ones. That should be 2 of the 4 species right there. Yep. Let's go see how many stars this ox down here is. You can kill it with an improved arrow. Oh, sweet. Devon ox. Only 2 stars. Are those Mustangs? No. Where'd you come from, buddy?
Easy there.
All by yourself.
Come here.
I could use a sheepskin.
Okay.
Nobody saw that, right? I mean, what do you expect me to do? This stupid sheep is just sitting off there in the middle of nowhere.
Boy. Yep. Idiot.
Hey, horses. Here's hoping this ox is 3 stars.
Okay, boy. Let's go.
Okay, let's self-kill some goats. Okay, that one's 3. And that one's 3. Okay, all 3. Hey, chicken. But does that mean I said all the chickens? Nope. Java chicken. Leghorn rooster. And also prairie chicken. Well, I'll need goat hides for the trapper eventually. So why don't I just lasso them all? And if you do it at night, it's harder for people to see you. Now I got plenty of goat hides. 2 for Pierce and 1 for the trapper. Sweet. Aww. It takes some finagling, but usually you can get out without dropping the hide. Or at least you could. There we go. Or, you know what? I got a better idea. There we go.
Won't take long, boy.
Here's hoping that stupid ox is 3 stars. I wonder if there's a mule over there. Maybe I can use the mule. The nice thing about mules is that you can't bond with them. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse in a way. There have been times where I wanted to saddle up a mule just for shits and giggles and couldn't. And it kind of pissed me off. What are you, buddy? I think it's, oh, yes, he is 3 stars. Okay. Check for other people. Nope.
Got you. Nice and easy.
Aww. Fucking hell. I'm gonna have to go stab this guy.
Okay, boy.
Or maybe a well-placed tomahawk to the head would be better. Yeah, that was definitely better. And I'll loot him for good measure. And then throw him in the bushes. Then I'll go back for a cow. So brutal. There, found one. We'll see him. Where's this stupid horse? Okay. Now we need a cow. R.I.P. that guy. Oh, what box is that? How many stars? I'm back. Not enough stars. Should have killed him and skinned him anyway.
There we go.
I don't even remember if a raccoon is something that I need. I feel like maybe it is. Either way, Pearson will be glad to get it.
Here.
Oh yes, mule.
Yep. That's a good girl.
Mules aren't girls, usually. I don't think. So the trick, I think...
There you go. Ah! Damn.
She was gonna get me. Is the mule's still there? Hopefully. I'm riding him to that one other ranch that's close to here that has an oxide, because I need another one. I need 2 oxides for some reason to make an oxide rogue. Oh yeah, mule's still there. Okay. I wish you could saddle these. They look kind of cool.
That's it.
Okay, where's that other farm? Please save. In case something terrible happens.
Yeah.
I think it's just over here. It's over here. I see the lights. Okay, where's the ox? It's gotta be here somewhere.
Easy, easy.
Oh, right there. Ah, sweet baby Jesus. We stay away from him. You shouldn't wake up. And of course I don't have my bow because I'm an idiot.
Hey, hey!
Come on, buddy. Don't run out of stamina. Come on, you can do it, Arthur.
Come here!
Bill? Where are you? Mule. Maybe I can at least track it? Question mark. Oh, there's Mule. That's not my Mule though. Where's my Mule? Oh, it's still over here. What a good boy. Good Mule. Alright.
Yeah.
Sweet!
Easy.
Let it be known that I did that challenge on a mule, because I'm a badass. And also an idiot. Can you use tonics on mules? Maybe not. Bummer.
Yep.
Well, they are useful if you want to carry 3 pelts at once, I will say that. Since you can bond with a mule, it allows you to ride the mule and like bring your other 2 horses with the 2 big pelts. So all in all, a satisfying night, I would say. Got quite a few things for Pearson. It's been good.
Bastards. Hey, you sit down and shut your mouth.
Keep clear of the wagon, sir.
Ah, sons of bitches. Be quiet. You ain't going nowhere.
That was fine later.
Easy now.
Come on, guys. Very good. I think I still need to shoot a perfect rabbit and skin it. And I think it's a hunter challenge. I don't think I've killed the 3rd one yet. Look at the dark red of the sky right there with the moon. Like, just look at the moon. Look how realistic that is. I love it. I need to go this way. Towards camp. Of course. I'm looking for that one paint horse that's a rare coat. It's like a Kentucky sour. Horse, get over here. I wish you could sell mules to horse fence.
Yep.
I don't think you can. You can sell them if you can sell them cattle. I don't see why you can't sell them mules.
Good morning, Arthur. Thanks again for that watch, Arthur. I left something for you by your bed.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Sure I did.
Good morning.
Here we go.
You in a better mood today?
Fuck off, Micah.
Time to go, boy.
We'll hitch him right here next to Muley. And you will hitch here.
Morning, mister.
Look at all my horses. So pretty. Except my stupid mule. Don't trust it not to be spawned.
All right.
Morning, Arthur.
How are you holding up?
Very well.
Okay, good.
Yes, Mr. Morgan.
He's drunk.
Ah, now I can turn this into something special. Okay, let's take a
We
look.
need to go to the trapper, don't we?
Thank you, Arthur. I've come up with some ideas for ways we could improve things around here if you want to take a look.
I think it's a scout fire that I... yeah.
Ah, yes.
And then the cow hides.
Well, a few changes never hurt.
Boy, that chicken is in a pickle. That must be the one Pearson's cutting up for the stew later.
Morning, Arthur.
Morning.
All right, Butch.
Oh, we need to go to the trapper. And then... let's see what other animals we can get.
Good job, Mr. Morgan. Oh, Mr. Morgan. I've jotted down a few things.
We need a ram carcass, 2 cougar pelts, 4 boars. We got those. 2 antlers, a snake. And then
You'll
beaver,
have to bring me
muskrat,
the right
fox.
materials first, Mr. Morgan.
Beaver, muskrat,
I
fox.
need you to
Gotta
go
remember
find me
that.
the right materials before I can make that.
I know, Pearson. Beaver, muskrat, fox. Hey, Charles. But first,
Okay, fella.
I want to see if I can stable him. Looks like I'm gonna have to bring him to the stable. Beaver, muskrat, fox, and then a cougar. 2 cougars. What else? Moose antlers. I know it's 1. 4 boars. That's what it was. Okay. We can get boars easily. Whenever we're in the same place where we get the cougar. So I think that's gonna be the strategy. It's a good strategy.
That's fine.
I gotta get rid of all this blood or people are gonna be like, why are you so bloody, Mr. Morgan? Because I've been hunting, unlike the rest of you useless idiots. God, that's such a pretty horse. I forgot to break that down.
Yep.
I need that for the trapper, that's why. This is so peaceful. The ambient music. Like, look at that. Look at the shadow on the rocks down there. You can see us. Our shadows. So cool. The game never ceases to amaze me. And I know that's really cliche. I don't care. I love this game too much.
Yeah.
Blood Bay Thoroughbred. I like Blood Bay Thoroughbred.
Welcome back. So, buying or selling?
Selling, bud.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
No, I thought that was the sparrow. No, I'm sad. Oh well. I'll live, I guess. The important thing is we didn't sell all those heron plumes.
Yep.
Real good doing business with you.
Quality hide makes the hardiest clothes around. Don't doubt it.
It's a better saddle than the one I have now. Let's go to the stable and put that on. I'm gonna stable him so I can sell this. So I can get this Morgan up to full bonding and sell it. And then I'll take my Arabian back out. Red Arabian equals best Arabian.
Oh, easy.
Change my mind. And this is coming from someone who doesn't even really like the Arabians in this game. The white one's far too finicky. And I found that typically the Missouri Fox
You
Stars
told
are a
me
little
you'd
better.
fix the wagon. You swore to me. What the hell are you looking at? You need to move right along now. This here's all my property. You got it?
Alright, well all he did was punch him, so away we go. Dumb horses are dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know why their AI has to search for the absolute shallowest point in the whole damn river. It's kind of annoying.
Hello there. That horse doing all right? If you want me to keep that overnight, there's room in the stable.
What should I name him?
You ain't got papers. I can't give you much. I've been burned before.
I feel like I should name him something cool. We'll think about it.
Take care of that nag. Come back and see me.
In the meantime, I gotta focus on getting this horse up to full bonding. Okay, where should we go? Oh, I was gonna change saddles, wasn't I? I need cougar and I need boars. That's the important part.
Good looking horse there. I'm all out of space. Best to have a good saddle that'll hold up. Bring that horse back if you need anything.
Very cool. I like that horse's mane so much. Mane and tail. Okay. Let's go. I guess we can pick up this bounty poster while we're there.
Hey, move!
You got a problem?
Blessed are
You want a dust up? You got it.
You want to lose them teeth?
No.
I was just trying to get that guy to not be mad at me. Darn. bangs. Look at his majestic bangs. God, that horse has such majestic bangs.
You ain't a tourist, so I'm guessing you're a bounty hunter. Posters usually go up on that wall there.
Ain't that good news? Well.
Word is he's made a home out of an old mine up in the Big Valley Mountains. But you might want to leave that one on the wall. Josh Brown to be a hard man to kill, let alone capture. And that's what we're asking for. Got half the bounty hunters in the state out looking for him.
I want your advice. I'll ask for it, okay? Okay. Joshua Brown. Give it to me.
He's a killer. Got away with it for the most part, too. Legal kills. But if you walk that line, you're gonna step over it at some point, and that's what he done.
If this man's dangerous, why I gotta bring him in alive?
He brought us some bounties in the past, and he's always been decent. If you don't want to bring him in breathing, you leave this alone.
I guess I know my job, Dan.
Happy hunting.
Okay. Biggs and Cougar. That's the spot. Uh-oh, traffic jam. Why is this guy standing on these logs? Look at this. This is just mass chaos.
Hey, watch it.
What is his deal?
You need
I'll leave you to whatever you're doing. It's fun. So peaceful. And it's not just the ambient music, like, too. It's also like the bird sounds and things like that. Just the little things that are happening in the world that make it feel so alive. It's pretty great. Nope, who did I kill? It's like a songbird. Oh, it's an Oriole, I think. No, it's a songbird. You're right.
Boy.
Looks like I gotta inspect that songbird now. Oh, don't I need a beaver for Pearson? And sometimes there's meese down here too. Who says meese? 1 star. What you boys? 3. And 1. Well, if I play my cards right. And get me a beaver. And I said a muskrat 2 question mark? I think I need. Skin that boy. Just there. But not today, it doesn't look like. We'll take the carcass to the trapper. It's a loon. A few loons. Yeah, I'm looking for a muskrat now. I think that's a woodpecker.
Get back.
It's just that stupid bear.
Yeah, okay, boy.
How have I never studied a crow? It's a 2-star. Let's ride down by the water, see if we can find a muskrat.
Easy, easy. Yep.
Look at that, we're already level 2. Oh, muskrat! Where you at, feller? A lot of times I hear him before I see him. I had a lot by sound.
Yeah, okay, boy. Okay, then.
I did need that, I think. Yay! And that's that. Master Hunter 2.
Alright. Idiot.
Muskrat. Where are you? Oh fuck. Well, that sucks. It was a 1-star. Oh well, I guess we can get some. Oh, there's a fucking grizzly. We can get a grizzly pelt out of the deal, that won't be bad. What is that fox? Where's the fox at? There he is. Hmm. Only 1-star. Well, we'll keep the binoculars. He's only 2 stars. It also appears to not want to be on the ground. Bummer. keep riding. We'll look at pigs on the way down. Fuck it. It's 1, 2. None of these are 3. That's a 1. You're a black bear. We don't need a black bear.
Boy, easy.
That's a 2.
Easy now.
What horse is that? Oh, a Dakota. Cool.
Yep.
I can't believe I sold my chipmunk earlier. That makes me so mad. Hey! I need you.
There we go.
Oh, that takes care of that. Right when I was thinking about it, too. Sweet. Where'd my arrow go? Where are you at, arrow? I saw it bounce off this direction. It's probably long gone.
Yep.
All made right here.
Good to see
Just
you.
the carcasses.
Right, let's see.
Have that.
Okay.
I think I'll keep the rest.
Been a pleasure doing business with you.
Because we needed that for Pearson. Alright, let's get some piggies. Oh, there's a 3-star. Oh, they're both? No, that one's 1. That one's 3. There's 2 3-stars there. And they're coming this way. That'll take care of half of my needs right there. I can get both of them. Okay, where's that other 3-star? I think these are just... Okay, that one's 3. That one's 1. Where's the other 3-star? Oh, there he is. Why did I put down bait? That was dumb. That one's 3 and that one's 3. Alright, cool. Sweet. Got him. It's half of my pork needs right there. Now, I guess we'll go to the valley and see if we can't find a muskrat, and if not, we'll call it a day. Is this getting close to 5? Oh, hey, a fox. I think that's a fox. Yeah, it's a fox. What kind of fox? Two-star fox. I guess I need to make more cover scent too. Save the game. I need to eat something. Also 1-star boar.
Goodness, you look fried.
That's what you get out in sticks, lady. Y'all see any pigs? I don't see any pigs. Appaloosa? How have I never studied one of those before? Alright, don't worry, Pronghorns. I'm not after you this time. I'm after a muskrat. Cougar? Oh fuck, they're wolves. Never mind. I don't need those wolves. But I do need a muskrat.
Nice and easy. Yeah. There, boy.
Muskrats, where are y'all at?
I hope you ain't looking for gold, partner.
Nope, looking for muskrats.
So much as a quack around here.
Easy.
Is that a fish? No, it's not fish. I don't think fish spawn in that creek. Muskrats. Where you at? Is that Thoroughbred? Where's that? Oh, that's not working.
Yeah.
Muskrats. Where you be?
So up
I thought I heard one. There's always a bunch down by the Dakota River. fox, yeah.
Yeah, good boy.
We'll go ahead and see how it is down there. I do need to study slash kill some prairie chickens.
Whoa,
It's a 2-star. Muskrats! Oh, my horse was not a fan of that. Well, I'm not gonna find muskrats in this water, so we'll just go down to Dakota. Muskrat or bust. That's the new goal this stream. Usually there's a lot of them. Oh, there's one.
Okay.
But he's only 2. Lots of deer down here. Lots of ducks. I don't know how I didn't hit any of those. Heard of muskrat.
Easy, easy.
Is that a 3-star? Yes. Dead. Pretty cool. Skin. I hate the fact that it's so tiny, but like you still can't put it in your satchel. Like you can put a whole ass salmon in there, but not a muskrat. I don't understand. In any case, I think that's where we'll leave it, folks. It's been a great stream. It's been a fun stream. Got a decent amount accomplished. But, I think we'll call it. Go ahead and call it for the day. It's been fun. I'll catch y'all next week. And probably that'll be the last stream before Easter. No. I don't know. I need to check my calendar. Either way, I'm taking a break Easter weekend for some family to come down, so I guess I'll see you guys later then. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.